Very good evening and welcome to NDTV. I am Ankit, Tyagi. Ladies and gentlemen, a new controversy around the Ram Temple Consecration Day, and it has been started after some remarks were made by RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat. Now, in his remarks at a function where he was in fact presenting an award and recognizing the contribution made by Champat Rai, who was in fact part of the Ram Mandir Trust, he said that India got true independence only after Ram Mandir Pran Pratishtha, or the consecration ceremony. Now, this has multiple meanings. In fact, the RSS chief went on to say that though we got independence from the Britishers in 1947, but the true independence of India's soul, in fact, was on when the Ram Mandir was the consecration ceremony took place. Now, there are political undertones to this, and of course, many political leaders have hit out at the RSS chief for making such connotations, underlining that this undermines the contribution of many people, those who gave their life for India's independence. It's belittling India's Independence Day. Uddhav Thackeray, Shiv Sena leader Sanjay Raut hit out at the RSS chief and has said that don't do politics over Ram Temple, and Ram Lalla has been in India for centuries. The RSS chief was speaking at an event and he said that the date should be celebrated. The consecration ceremony day should be celebrated as the Pratishtha Dwadashi, as the true independence of Bharat. Now, first take a look at what in fact the RSS chief said, and then we'll hear what Sanjay Raut said, making this quite a hot political debate in many circles.
प्रतिष्ठा द्वादशी, पौष शुक्ल द्वादशी का नया नामकरण हुआ। पहले हम कहते थे वैकुंठ एकादशी, वैकुंठ द्वादशी, अब उसको प्रतिष्ठा द्वादशी कहना है, क्योंकि अनेक शतकों से परचक्र झेलने वाले भारत के सच्चे स्वतंत्रता की प्रतिष्ठा उस दिन हो गई। स्वतंत्रता थी, प्रतिष्ठित नहीं थी।
प्राण प्रतिष्ठा रामलला की ये देश के लिए गर्व की बात रही, और मंदिर बनाने में सभी का साथ रहा, सभी का बलिदान रहा। आपने कहा है भागवत साहब ने कि देश स्वतंत्र हो गया उस दिन, एक गलत बात है। रामलला इस देश में हजारों लाखों साल से है, लेकिन आप रामलला के नाम पर राजनीति मत करिए, तभी देश सच मायने में स्वतंत्र होगा।
So is it, an unnecessary remark? Is it undermining the real independence for which India fought for so many years? Many people gave their lives to get India the independence on 15th August 1947. Is it undermining the rule of law and constitution in this country, or is it just a matter of faith? A man expressing that his true spiritual sense, the real independence of India, as he said, the Bharat was in after the consecration of the Ram Temple, one of the key issues as far as the Sangh Parivar is concerned. Now, ladies and gentlemen, is it a matter of faith or is it a matter of fact? Just to try and discuss this, I have at this moment Mr. Deshratan Nigam, noted lawyer and RSS supporter. We also have Professor Badri Narayan, political analyst. Sanjay Gupta is a leader from the Shiv Sena Uddhav Thackeray faction. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for taking the time out and speaking to us here on NDTV. Let me start by asking you, Mr. Nigam, RSS chief, comparing this to true independence, how should one take this statement as? Because many are offended, saying that hundreds of people, thousands of people, those who went to jail, they gave up their life for India's independence, from all faiths, from all walks of life, from every religion, they are being belittled by this statement.
Well, Ankit, in fact, if you look at the compendium of all the statements made by Bhagwatji over a period of time, the RSS has been emphasizing on Swa, self-reliance, the realization of spirituality, and also becoming free of Slavic mentality. Over the years, centuries of invasion and the British colonial rule, we were still, carrying on with that kind of mentality. And the Constitution, the way it should, the spirit of the Constitution and vision of the Constitution was not actually achieved over a period of time. What he's saying is kind of a psychological freedom of mind from that gulami ki mansikta. That is what he's talking about. And Ram Mandir was a civilizational concept that Ram Mandir was broken by invaders, and therefore re-establishment of the Ram temple and its Pran Pratishtha is very, very important. It does show that India is re-establishing itself, its civilizational values, and also the psychological independence, freeing.
But Mr. Nigam,
let
me ask you a corresponding question before I go to my other guest for the opening remarks. It could be, as I said, a matter of faith. As somebody who believes, like you said, it's an important date as far as the history of India is concerned. Yes, but comparing it to the true independence of India, is it like they've been saying, it's trying to politicize the Ram temple once again?
No. I think RSS has never indulged in politicization. It has, in fact, Panch Parivartan that we are talking about. One is the concept of Swa, self-reliance, spirituality, where you have to be looking inside your own self and established Indian values. The Swa in the living also. So what we are talking, there is one physical independence. Yes, we got it in 1947. RSS believes in it, and there is no doubt about it. But the concept of gulami ki mansikta that we have to come out, this is where the Ram Mandir has played a very important role, reestablishing Indian civilizational values and the role models that we have in our society.
All right. So let's just try and understand why, Mr. Gupta, do you think that what Mr. Mohan Bhagwat said, the RSS chief, why do you think that he's trying to politicize Ram Temple or Ram Lala? I mean, I heard Sanjay Raut speaking about that, let Ram Lala be on one side. He has always been in India by saying, using this date. Do you believe that RSS is politicizing this issue?
नहीं, देखिए, मोहन भागवत जी जो बात कह रहे हैं वो बात सही है, और जो संजय राउत जी ने कहा वो बात भी सही है। राम मंदिर का हमारा हिंदुओं के लिए बनना एक बहुत बड़ी बात है, हर साल ये उत्सव की तरह मनाई जाए, ये बात भी सही है। मगर अब ये हो गया, अब हमें इससे आगे आना चाहिए। अब हमें काशी और मथुरा की बात भी करनी चाहिए और विकास के कार्यों की बात भी करनी चाहिए। हमारे देश के अंदर इस तरह की पॉलिसीज भी है कि जिससे कि किसी भी शहर का वर्ल्ड क्लास डेवलपमेंट हो सकता है, वो भी बिना सरकारी पैसे के। सीसीटीवी कैमरा, एलईडी स्क्रीन भी फ्री में लग सकती है। इसके लिए भी सरकारों को कोई पैसा नहीं देना पड़ेगा, ना ही मेंटेनेंस देनी पड़ेगी, जिस पर लाखों करोड़ों रुपए कई स्टेट की गवर्नमेंट्स खर्च कर रही है, मगर उन पॉलिसीज को इंप्लीमेंट नहीं कर रही। तो मुझे लगता है कि इनसे आगे भी आना चाहिए, और हमारे जो कार्यपालिका है, हमारे जो ऑफिसरांस हैं जो इन पॉलिसीज को नहीं इंप्लीमेंट कर रहे, और जो सरकारें हैं जो इन पॉलिसीज पर काम नहीं कर रहे, उन पर भी बात करने की जरूरत है। हम सिर्फ धर्म की ही बात करते रहे।
को सुना, वो तो सीधा सीधा बोल रहे हैं कि राजनीतिकरण करने की कोशिश हो रही है रामलला की।
नहीं, उन्होंने जो कहा है वो बिल्कुल सही कहा है। उन्होंने ये कहा है कि राजनीतिकरण मतलब बार बार इस बात पर नहीं आना चाहिए। राम मंदिर बन तो गया, राम मंदिर बन गया, अब हमें इससे आगे आना चाहिए। अब राम मंदिर की प्राण प्रतिष्ठा हर साल मनाई जाए, इससे कौन मना कर रहा है? और इस बात को बार बार कहते रहना, इस चीज की जरूरत नहीं लगती, मुझे लगता है।
जो बात इसके राजनीतिकरण से
नहीं, राजनीतिकरण की बात नहीं है। मुझे लगता है कि इस मुद्दे पर बार बार बातचीत नहीं होनी चाहिए। अब हमें काशी और मथुरा की बातचीत करनी चाहिए, अब हमें दूसरे मुद्दों पर बातचीत करनी चाहिए।
The RSS chief has also said that people should not go out. Ram Mandir was a very big, important issue as far as our country is concerned, for our civilization. Now the Ram Mandir is there, but the people should not go out looking for a shivling under every structure.
वो बात मैं इस तरह से उस बात को इस तरह से कह सकता हूं कि कुछ जैसे कि देखिए, कुछ तो चीजें जगह ऐसी हैं जहां पर हम अपने दावों को नहीं छोड़ सकते, मगर कुछ बातें ऐसी भी हैं जहां पर अब हमारे धर्म के अंदर अगर कोई मूर्ति खंडित हो जाती है, अगर कोई मंदिर खंडित हो जाता है, तो उनको विसर्जित किया जाता है, ना कि उनमें प्राण प्रतिष्ठा की जाती है। मगर कुछ जगह ऐसी हैं हमारी जिन पर हम अपने दावों को नहीं छोड़ सकते। उन जगहों पर जल्दी फैसला होना चाहिए। ऐसा नहीं है कि वो आज आजाद भारत के अंदर भी काशी और मथुरा जैसे मुद्दे आज भी लटके हुए हैं, और संबल का मुद्दा आज भी लटका हुआ है। ऐसे मुद्दे लटकने नहीं चाहिए, बल्कि इनका फैसला 2-4 महीने में हो जाना चाहिए।
Okay, I think we have lost that line with Professor Badri Narayan. I wanted to understand from him the impact and the timing of this statement. All right, Professor Narayan is back with us. Professor Badri Narayan, Uh, should we make, are we reading too much into what the RSS chief said? What do you think about the timing? Because a lot of people, specifically in the opposition, the Congress party, are saying that this is an insult to the freedom fighters, those who gave up their life for India's independence.
Ankit, I think Mohan Bhagwat, you must have observed since few years, is giving very transformative statements, transformative positions he's taking. And the crux of those positions is, on the one hand, he is struggling to pursue the agenda of making a peaceful, harmonious society in India. And on the other hand, he is pushing the discourse of retrieving or recovering the lost Bharatiya self. And when he is saying this, that this is the true independence, it is already we have discussed that from this freedom movement, we got political freedom. And still we are trying to recover, retrieve for our decolonizing mind. And so this event, this statement, and this event of making Ramlala temple is also in one way is a sign of cultural freedom, which we are civilizational freedom, on which we need to require constantly. And he just
Okay, but Professor Badinarayan, that could be
yeah.
RSS worldview, that that there is
Yeah.
a civilizational enlightenment that India needs to look out for. There could be people, those who do not believe in that world outlook. For those people, if you put and equate the consecration ceremony of Ram Temple to the freedom struggle, is it not alienating a lot of people rather than being inclusive?
I think, Ankit, it is, he is not denying political freedom. He is not denying the freedom which we got through national movement in 1947. He is saying that we need a complete freedom. And this complete freedom, one of the aspects of this complete freedom is about cultural freedom.
Okay.
And cultural freedom, Ram Lala temple, making of Ram Lala temple is in one way, is one of the sign of recovering, of getting cultural freedom, because we got this space of making this statue,
right,
and we recovered our Bharatiya self. That's his argument, I think, lies in his broader statement.
How do you, okay, let me come back to you on that, but Mr. Nigam, you heard what Sanjay Raut had also said, that by again and again raking up this issue, what is the point? Why is Ram Lala being dragged into the political arena? Do you also get a sense that there is a specific timing to what Mr. Bhagwat has said?
No, Ankit, there is no specific timing, only to the extent that 1 year according to the lunar calendar had passed, and on 11th January, 1 year of Pran Pratishtha had taken place. So it was natural about that to remember the Pran Pratishtha, and he called it Pratishtha Dwadasi, according to Hindu calendar, lunar calendar. And therefore, I don't see any politics. Those who wish to see politics into it, it is their problem. Therefore, I fully agree with Professor Saab that he is very clear that political freedom, yes, physical, which I called physical freedom, was already there. But the vision of the constitution was actually not being carried out. Now, when you see the acts like Waqf Act coming into picture, the communal bill where the Hindus were only made responsible for the riots, and the other issues which were all there. So the spirit and the vision of the constitution is still to be realized.
Okay.
And that decolonizing mind, which has been a part of the RSS effort since long. So the SWA, the self-belief, the self-reliance, and the re-establishment of our civilizational values, of which Ram Mandir is one of them.
Can I specifically understand from you, sir, how does the RSS look at the statement which has been made by Sanjay Raut? Because at one point of time, the undivided Shiv Sena used to be one of the big proponents of what RSS used to do. Is there a division in line with what RSS says and the way Mr. Raut is presenting it?
See, he's a part of Uddhav Sena. So therefore, they have already taken certain, kind of appeasement things that they have started doing. Earlier, they used to were in line with the RSS. Nowadays, they have started taking a very kind of different line, which was earlier not there. And that results what we have seen in the elections this time. So therefore, this is not about politics. This is about taking a very clear stand on India's civilization and culture. Those who wish
मिस्टर
to
गुप्ता,
agree
जो
with it,
जो निगम साहब कह रहे हैं वो कह रहे हैं कि देखिए उद्धव ठाकरे जी का जो फैक्शन है शिवसेना का, वो पुरानी शिवसेना नहीं रही है। अब आप लोग थोड़ी अपीजमेंट पॉलिटिक्स वाले काम करते हैं, शायद इसी वजह से संजय राउत साहब को आगे बयान देना पड़ा।
नहीं, देखिए संजय राउत जी ने भी जो कहा है वो उन्होंने बिल्कुल क्लियर तौर पर उन्होंने मोहन भागवत जी के बयान का समर्थन ही किया है।
कैसे
वो
सर?
एक अलग बात है कि
कैसे सर?
देखिए आप सुन लीजिए उनके बयान को दोबारा, अगर आप दोबारा सुनेंगे तो जो मोहन भागवत जी ने कहा उन्होंने उसको समर्थन ही किया है, लेकिन उन्होंने सिर्फ ये कहा है कि बार बार इन चीजों को नहीं आना चाहिए, अब हम इससे आगे चलना चाहिए। क्योंकि देखिए राम मंदिर हमारा बन गया और हर साल इसका प्राण प्रतिष्ठा का प्रोग्राम हो, इस पे किसने विरोध किया है? किसी ने भी विरोध नहीं किया, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं कहा संजय राउत जी ने। उन्होंने जो कहा बस ये कहा कि भाई अब बार बार इस चीज को आने की बजाय,
तो आपको लगता
मतलब
है
ये
कि
भी हो सकता है
शिवसेना
कि
उद्धव
हमें,
ठाकरे अभी भी अलाइंड है आरएसएस के विजन के साथ?
हाँ बिल्कुल है, थोड़ा बहुत बात इधर उधर की, शब्द वही है, समर्थन वही है, बस सब थोड़े से इधर उधर है, जिसको समझने में समझाने में कई बार
In
समझने में
conclusion,
बीजेपी या
Professor
आरएसएस।
Prati Narayan, let me ask you this. Is it also somewhere a reminder by the RSS chief that, it was one of the biggest movement as far as the, Sangh Parivar, the right wing in the BJP is concerned? There was a sense that after the consecration ceremony of the Ram temple, that cash, politically has been, that check politically has been cashed. Now, is it a reminder, to renew that call for the Ram temple to, in fact, go across, bring out a message on the one-year ceremony that remember the people, those who have brought it, and reward them politically?
I think, Ankit, it's a long-term vision of the Sangh, and it's a constant perception which they have evolved through various kinds of statements and various kinds of stands. And Deshratanji is right, was right while saying this punch sword, the punch pran, which PM Modi has argued.
Right.
And PM Modi was trained in the RSS. So this is the long-term project of the Sangh and the Sangh ideology to retrieve Bharatiya self, and they are proposing this is one of the indicator of the retrieving Bharatiya self, because they got the space of making the Ram temple in the film in the India of post-independent India. So I don't see any big contradiction in that. Their stands. It's a constant stand which they are pursuing in various ways and trying. It's a complete project of the Sangh.
Okay. Gentlemen, thank you so much for giving us your time and your views on this issue. Thank you so much for speaking to NDTV.